What's up, everybody? This is Amish. I had to bring this mic a little bit closer. Show starts in 10 minutes. Shout out to Nathan Oakley. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure that we're 100. Make sure my audio is good for this presentation. Make sure my audio is good. Sounds good. Sounds like it's working. All right. Let's see what we got. Hey, Scribbles. How's everybody doing? So we got some. How you making out, Scribbles? I know that you were working on. No, you were doing some home improvement, man. Hopefully everything went all good. I get to dismantle someone today. Everybody knows this already, right? When they leave these weird comments. So the show starts in 10, by the way. That's about three more minutes. So can you guys hear? Can you hear this? I want to make sure my audio is coming through properly.
That's why the flat earth people have been able to cruise beneath the radar for so long. Because and by the way, I'm not discounting that possibility for the record in case any are here, because I am an open-minded man.
Can you guys hear him?
Present me the evidence of its flatness and I will amplify it. But the point is, when something is clearly or very likely untrue, it poses no threat to anyone. What's scary and what will elicit a response are true things.
Scribble says, I just dropped some fresh veggies off at my parents' garage. Is all good. Nice. All right. So I was having some trouble with the audio. I don't know what happened. It seems like it's working now. But yeah, I wanted to show people his this little clip by Tucker Carlson, because everybody's like promoting him. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, he was saying that flat Earth is so clearly untrue that we've been able to go under the radar. Really now? Is that why YouTube actually addressed that directly as something that they were going to censor? So guys, I got a little, I was going to put Nathan Oakley in here because I got something for you all. Really want you to see. It proves my point, right? And real quick, for all the new guys, I want to tell everybody, go back into my playlist, okay? I've made hundreds of videos. So it's upsetting that I have to bring this up, but I've done videos on quantum mechanics and everything. And it seems like some of the newer guys over here are not, like, I guess they don't understand the way that I do things. If you have some time, please check out some of my old videos, okay? Anybody that has questions about multiple Jerusalems and stuff like that, and you know, the real name of things, you know, definitely check that stuff out. Oh, probably. Hey, Rune, what's up? Tucker said he is an open-minded man to look at. No. A lot of people are confused on it. Here's the thing. Here, let's play it again.
No one is punished for lying. People are only punished for telling the truth.
And flat Earth is punished for telling the truth.
That's why the flat Earth people have been able to cruise beneath the radar for so long. Because and by the way, I'm not discounting that possibility for the record in case any are here, because I am an open-minded man. Present me the evidence of its flatness and I will amplify it.
Okay. So, Rune, so that you understand with this, present the evidence of its flatness. We don't have the burden of proof here. See, the reason why I'm doing this stream today about science is because I really, really want everybody to know that if you really, truly love the truth about flat Earth and you love it, science is on your side. Pseudoscience is not on your side, okay? And here's the thing about it. We don't owe him any proof at all. He wants us to show the flatness. No, why don't you show why doesn't he show the curved Earth? I don't understand. They don't have any evidence of a globe Earth. There is no curvature ever. All of the pictures are all fake. Any space travel is a second law of thermodynamics violation. There's no way that you could actually go to space to begin with. It can't exist the way that we think it does. It's impossible. Okay. That's the reason, like Nathan Oakley did a video on a woman, this physicist saying, I don't believe in the second law of thermodynamics. I don't give a damn. What do you mean you don't believe in the second law of thermodynamics? Are you crazy? It's a law. It's a law. It always happens. It doesn't require your belief. But what they want is to turn everyone into religious fanatics. It's the cult of scientism, which is fake, and it's a religion. See what I'm saying? So he's mentioning flat Earth, but he's saying that's why the flat Earth people have never gotten censored. Well, that's a direct kick in the face to Eric Dubay and many other people, even me, who people continue to take their videos down. Okay, I can show you guys the emails. All right, I'm not going to show you the emails right now. I have to show you I don't want to give out a whole bunch of people's email addresses and crap live on here. But you understand what I'm saying. Hey, Vertec. And also, I'm going to need a couple moderators. And I really want to put on a couple more moderators from some of the guys who have been on here for a while. I don't censor a lot of other people from talking, but I've been having a few trolls as of late. And I want to show you guys a couple of the trolls. So we're going to start in 10 minutes, by the way, but the show will start in 2 minutes. And I was hoping that EM was going to come in here. His name EM, I think his name is that. We're going to address some of the comments on my last video. So, it's not going to be another fight night like what I did a couple of years ago. Whoever was here, if you remember that, I'm not doing that. But I am going to embarrass someone. Yes, I'm going to scientifically demolish someone. Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough. It's going to be pretty rough. But we're all big boys and girls, and I think we can. We can make it. Okay, Vertec, I got you. And Truth Listener, what's up? I like that name. But Flat Earth does get censored. Shadow banning is a form of censorship. Yeah. They actually flat out censor Flat Earth. They flat out censor it. Okay. They actually remove, like Eric Dubay said, some of his videos got negative views. And on top of that, okay, we're not talking about all of the whole star people situation, you know what I mean? Which is always going to get censored anyway. I have seen some videos from that though, man. I've been really doing more World War II stuff for a while, and it's crazy. Like some of these, I Googled a couple things, and they're like, yeah, the writer Emil Ludwig was censored in the 40s or 30s or whatever, because they considered his books were burned because they were considered to be un-German. And I'm like, yeah. So imagine that you're whatever race you are, and someone writes a book saying that they hate your race, and then all of a sudden you censor that book or burn it, and then you're labeled as a Nazi. That's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you doing? I've been so-so. I've been so-so. I've been really, really stressed. I'm not even going to lie. But I've been working on it. All right, it's been 10 minutes. How about we get into the show since some of my favorite people are in here? Vertex says lies, damn lies. And then there's statistics and how to lie with statistics, as Billy Gates would say. Isn't that right? Hey, Gary. What's up? What's up? Okay. Let's go. So this is a video that I just did. It's a live stream. Okay. So the person who is on trial today, Jacqueline says, good as can be expected. That's all we can do right now, is be, as good as we possibly can. It's really hard. It really, really is. So I'm going to try and run through this really quickly. Shout out to Nathan Oakley, by the way, Quantum Eraser. So let me explain something. Let's read RM's comment. Okay. Good to see you, brother. Last year, you woke me up to, am I lagging? Can you guys hear me? Last year, you woke me up to a lot of things. Thank you for your work. With respect, you're still wrong about the ether thing. There is no place on Earth that does not have light. We only see a small spectrum. At the bottom of the ocean, there is light, infrared, etc. Light is not a physical particle. It is a wave. A wave is not a thing. It's a type of movement. Waves require oceans to propagate. Light is everywhere on some spectrum. It is a non-physical ocean all around us. Radio waves, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all light, and all non-physical. All propagate through this medium, laugh out loud. It's always there. It just gets excited, and you can see a small spectrum of that. How does intention travel if there is no ether? It's the ocean of light all around us that your prayers propagate through. Einstein hijacked ether and changed it. Oakley and QE have been fooled by that, or are misleading, sorry to say. Please watch Witsit on ether, because he's a legit truther and is way ahead of flat earth debate, leaps and bounds. Why don't you ever mention his name? So real quick for everybody, because we're about to just rip this a whole new one. A couple people came in here and asked me, hey, do you like Witsit, or do you like Jaron, or listen, okay? Do not ask me if I like someone, because whether or not I like them has nothing to do with anything. It's irrelevant if I like someone or I hate them. If you're basing who you listen to and who you tune into and who you like and interact with, including me, based on who I like, then I would be doing you a very, very injustice, okay? It's not about who we like, okay? It's about what content is someone putting out? What are they saying, okay? So Vertex said, Gurdjieff, is that how you say that? Talked about the ray of creation. All right. So real quick, and this is for everybody, and I want everybody to understand something real quick. Exactly, Truth. You're jumping ahead of me, Truth. Why don't you calm down? Look at you knowing how to spell ether. Come on now. You know I was going to point out that he spelled it wrong too. Come on. So RM, thank you for your work. However, you're still wrong about the ether thing. Oh, okay. So here, let's focus on this first. Light is not a physical particle. Uh-oh. Have any of you seen me do my work on the quantum eraser experiment and the double slit experiment? Uh-oh, buddy. We got a problem here, don't we? You can already sense it, right? Lifting up the hairs on your chin there, huh? RM? Can you feel the hairs standing up? That's what I'm holding you by, your short ones. I'm trying to sound like QE. Light is not a physical particle. So who told you this? Was it Witsit? Light is not a physical particle. Wow, it's a wave. What scientific experiment ever proved light to be a wave? Any of you know? That's right. None. In fact, like I said, and which is why I said if you are new here, you need to go back over my channel. Spend a couple hours looking through some of my stuff before you come in here and start telling me about what you think stuff is, okay? Light is a photon and it is a particle. Why is light a particle? Because of something called wave function collapse. So I'm going to explain this in layman's terms, okay? Truth. Truth said, I'm still asking because I have no clue what it is. Can you guys still hear me? I feel like I'm freezing up right now. I can't put anyone's comments up. So, light is a particle, not a wave. I want to make sure that we're clear on that. The double slit experiment and a quantum eraser experiment proves wave function collapse. You know what that means? It means, all right, thank you. It means that when you shine the particles through a double slit, two slits in a sheet of paper, you get a diffraction pattern. You understand? So it looks like a wave of interference, right? It looks like a wave of interference. What happens when you know which path that the photons are taking? You have something called wave function collapse. So have you ever thrown a rock into a lake and had the ripples on the water just completely disappear right after you throw the rock in? Has it ever just collapsed, or do those waves propagate throughout? You see, here is why the scientific method is so important. This is what Witsit doesn't get. Because when you sit here and you say light is a wave, all of your science that you have studied up until now is completely wrong. It's like you're really smart, like Witsit is. He's really smart at word salad and much other things. He's really intelligent. Here's the problem, okay? If you can't understand that the double slit experiment proved that light is a particle, then your science is completely fake and bunk. Here's what I'm trying to say. It's like building a car completely, and then you're using lemonade as gasoline. Is that car going to start? Is it going to start? You know everything else. You might be talking about all of these electrostatics and spectroscopy and all of these things that are so fantastical. But you failed, son, because it's all based on light being a wave, which it is not. All right? Hey, what's up, Daru? Oh, you got to go, dude? Sorry, man. Appreciate you stopping by, though. Here's another problem, and we're going to bring up truth right here. He's asking, what is ether? All right, so let's go. Waves require an ocean to propagate. Oh, do they now? Oh, do they now? Do they now? Do you have your scientific experiment to prove that, sir? I told you all, do not listen. RM, you're not going to be commenting on my page. You understand? If you're making claims and you do not have the experiment here. Okay? Light is everywhere on some spectrum. So are you trying to say that ether is light? Because light is light and ether is ether. So ether can't be light. So why are we talking about light? Have we been dropped on our head? Yeah. Yeah. Did we take a blow to the noggin, RM? Okay. Radio waves. So why are we doing this? This is a false equivalence fallacy right here, right? So we're comparing radio waves, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all this other, and non-physical, right? Non-physical, all propagate through this medium. Okay. So here's my question. If it's a non-physical medium, then what is it? What is it? Okay, truth. Okay, here. All right. How about we just go into it? Okay. If you want to research the quantum eraser experiment, go to Quantum Eraser's channel, okay? And go into quantum mechanics in his playlist and actually look at that because he goes through it. Okay, you might have to listen to it a few times. All right. But let's go in here real quick. Okay, this is Double slit pattern. I'm just giving you a quick crash course because, like I told everyone on here, okay, I already did a long presentation on this, okay? I did a long presentation on this, and I need everyone, okay, to go back and look over some of my stuff if possible. All right, take a look. This is what I'm talking about. What has the best reference? Okay, take a look. Here it is, right in front of you. Now, I'm gonna show you this, but I want you to understand that this is what happens when you don't have what. Why is this not working? Come on. All right. I apologize for this internet situation. I really need to get it straight. All right, let me pull your comment down so everybody's on the same page. Here's two slits. Understand? Here's two slits. Here is the light pattern that appears on the wall. It appears as a diffraction right here. You can see it, just like I said earlier, okay? No. Ether, hold on, before I get into this. Let me explain something again. What is ether, okay? Truth already asked the question. What is it, okay? And mainstream misunderstands this experiment as well because mainstream says that if you look and see which place this goes through, it's not you observing it. That's why they did the quantum eraser experiment. It's not observational. It is knowledge. You knowing causes this to change. Okay, now I'm gonna explain it. Here's the light. This is what it looks like. You shine one light through this. This is what really happens. I have done this experiment myself in person. Okay. I'm not doing a whole, I'm just doing a crash course on this. But like I said, I might do a live stream if you all just commented, if you want me to go over it. This is what it looks like. Doesn't this look like an ocean of water right here? This is all what it looks like, a wave. Here is the problem with the double slit. Not that it's a problem. It's not. This is what it looks like on the wall. Mine kind of looked just like this. Okay. Now, you can see it again here. These are just demonstrations. These are actual light, which you're looking at right here. These are lights. Okay. These are lasers. It goes everywhere, even when you fire a single photon. If you don't know which path that the light takes, this is what happens. It shows you a crazy pattern. This is what happens. See it? This is exactly what happens. Look, it goes everywhere. It goes everywhere like a wave. See, this is why people are getting fooled. This is why I'm tired of the stupidity. Okay. So, interference pattern. Now, let's type in wave function. Wave function collapse. When you have knowledge of which path, okay? I don't, let me see. The problem is how I'm typing this in. Double slit pattern is showing the pattern for the double slit. And I don't want to see the pattern. Basically, this pattern goes away and goes to two slits on the wall when you know which path that it takes. I cannot believe my internet is like so bad today. This is like horrible. I'm actually switching carriers because this is not adequate. This isn't going to work. All right. Well, regardless, my internet's not working good enough to really actually explain all this. Wave function collapse, though. Wave function collapse is when you know which pattern this takes. Here it is right here. This demonstrates it. This is what you get when you don't know. Okay? This is what you get right here when you know which path that the light takes. Everyone understand? This pattern completely collapses and turns back into the two slits. This is the two slits. This proves without shadow of a doubt. I don't understand why people are still saying that this is a wave. This is what makes quantum mechanics so amazing, is that it changes according to your knowledge. Okay? It has a direct effect on reality. All right? Quantum mechanics is absolutely stunning. Okay? It's absolutely stunning. So, this is why I'm saying to people, Don't leave these stupid comments in here. Don't ask me why I don't talk about Witsit. I don't talk about Witsit because he's going around calling people scammers, okay? And he loves Ether. So I'm going to explain something, all right? Alpha says what they teach in school and universities is pure nonsense, and there are only waves, frequencies, and vibrations. No, there's particles. Do you guys understand? This is the issue. This is the issue. Okay. This is the issue right here. I just showed you wave function collapse. This is in a legit experiment. Okay, a real experiment from a validated scientific field called quantum mechanics. This is a real phenomenon. I don't understand. Don't say that there are only waves, frequencies, and vibrations. Okay, don't be an idiot. We all here have bigger brains we can manage, right? All right, Alpha. Let's not be retarded. Okay. Alpha says quantum mechanics is a byproduct of particle. Okay, all right. So I got a question. I got a question. Are you here to troll? Is that why you're here? Nobody cares about your nonsense, baseless claims. I'm already destroying someone already. What are you here for? This is why every single flat earther needs to understand this, because of idiots like Alpha here. See what I'm saying? If you want to avoid idiots like him, right? You want to avoid idiots like that person. The best way for you to do it is to actually learn what real science is. You see, that's why he has to make nonsense up. Oh, there's only frequencies and vibrations and flowers and lilies. And we ignore all the other stuff that messes with our head because we don't want to be wrong. Too bad. You are wrong. Scientifically proven to be wrong. Okay? That's why it's very important. This goes into the upward rising Earth situation, and it's very, very simple. It's like this dude. They'll also make some interesting points. All that's said, I too have concerns for anyone who's starting to question the shape of Earth come across the rising Earth topic. However, in Dell's defense, he is willing to have the discussion. We already had the discussion. You said that there's a density gradient. Dell said there's a density gradient, right? Dell said there's a density gradient. So Earth isn't a spinning ball, but it's rising up. It's moving still because there's a density gradient. So there, it has to be. It is Photoshop because it has to be. You're wrong. You're wrong. And you have and this goes for Dell and everybody else who believes this nonsense. So this is a shout out message to any upward rising earther. I suggest that you start heading out of here very quickly. And when I see you in the comments, I'm going to destroy you. Okay. And I'm going to hide you from commenting on this network if you're here to destroy people's sense of understanding. Okay. The comment section seems to be the most popular section of videos rather than the content within them. So I'm not going to let people come over here and start making baseless claims. You're not going to come here and say, oh, this here is vibrations. No, false. Demonstrably false. Photostatic electric, demonstrably false. You don't come here and make false claims. You guys don't see me coming on here making these false claims. These are legit claims. You're not going to say there's a density gradient, therefore we're rising up. Shut up. No, we're not listening to that. Okay? Dell's situation is screwed. He's done. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. Dell doesn't have a defense. It's over. So all the people that are talking crap on Nathan Oakley and them, I'm not here trying to promote anyone. I'm just telling you that Nathan Oakley has been in thousands of debates, and he is a very, very knowledgeable person on this subject matter. And anybody who's talking nonsense on Quantum Eraser and Nathan Oakley, you apparently don't know anything about science. These people are actually showing you, what's up, what's up? Do the thing. Those people are showing you from the top of their head, similar to what I'm trying to do. Like when people ask me, what is science? Science is the study of the physical and natural world through observation and experimentation. You understand? I have built up my debate skills to be able to try and destroy people, not as quickly as Nathan Oakley and his squad. But the point is that this is how you trap a fake globe-tard and the fake flat earthers, okay, that are here to destroy. No one needs to have an upward rising earth. We need to stop that. We need to come together. This is a clear and present danger that we're under, which is why I named this, because I'm going to show you a few things that's happening real quick so that you can understand that we're in serious trouble. We can't be up here talking about rising earth. They're not even talking about flat earth in the news. And now all of a sudden we're rising because people see something that they think needs explaining. The density gradient doesn't need explaining. It is, just like the second law of thermodynamics. Scribble said, I never thought they were around. That was the government Flat Earth Society out of Zion. Yeah, that was preach rising Earth BS in the mid. Yeah, I know. Learning predicate calculus right down to demolish Globers and Judes. Look, I don't think you need that. I mean, go ahead if you want to. Just remember that math doesn't demonstrate reality. It can, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you have one apple, I can't take away 3 apples from you. I can in math, and you'll be at a negative. But this is the point. All these people just started putting in a whole bunch of weird math in order to explain all the nonsense. But hey, it's up to you, though. If you do want to learn that, that's perfectly fine. You don't need that, though. If you want to demolish any glober, all you need is a scientific method, right? Go through the scientific method similar to what Nathan Oakley and them do. What is it, right? It's observe a natural phenomenon. What do you observe? What do you observe? Gums bleeding, people getting sick, okay? Go through the scientific method. Now you see that. It happens in every person. Every person that has a vitamin C deficiency has scurvy. You understand? It happens every time. If you are severely deficient in vitamin C, you will have bleeding gums, okay? And you will be very, very sick. Every person, every time. That is demonstrably true. That is science. Why do you, not you guys here, I'm just saying, I'm speaking openly. Why do you other flat earthers from Whitsitt and Jaron and all of you have to hate science so much when it's on your side? It's on your side. Learn the scientific method. Say, what is your hypothesis? What is your experiment? And you can demolish anyone. You know why? Because they'll say stupid stuff like Dell did. Dell will say, oh, I know. Earth is rising up because there's a density gradient. So the cause is what? Earth rising up is causing the density gradient, right? So how do you manipulate Earth rising up, Dell? Oh, I can't, laddie. Right? Then that means, right, then you've lost your argument. It's not science. It doesn't mean he's stupid, but it gets rid of the nonsense. Why are we sitting around pondering? We're pondering. Oh, Lake Pontchartrain. Oh, but the stars in the sky. Oh, but the sun and the moon. Oh, but the eclipse. Oh, but in Einstein's theory of relativity, we have this bending of conceptual mediums around us that gives us the equations. Shut up. Where's your scientific experiment? One sentence. So why are people hating on Nathan Oakley so bad? You can destroy everyone in one sentence. And I guess you just don't like that. As Vertex says, scientism is the problem, not science. Yeah. And the people that can't understand science believe science is scientism. And now we have our issue. Exactly. The scientific method: observable, testable, repeatable, falsifiable, demonstrable, and empirical. Write that down on a sheet of paper, memorize it, and pound someone's face into the ground with it. There is no need for you to go down the rabbit hole of nonsense. Then you're going to get looking for ether. And there has to be ether there. It has to make sense because there has to be something for light to propagate through, because you sound stupid. You sound dumb. Oh, yeah, he's 100% a star man, openly admitted with his little sun clock and moon app. You little bastard. I used to love that guy. Okay. David used to be one of my favorite guys. I've learned so much from these people, and it's like all of them changed. And now they don't like me because I said, that he's bogus and that he's getting people to scan QR codes and he's getting people to do all this like digital currency. And they have Fed coin right now, right? They have Fed coin. Okay. Okay. So you guys watching my stream for Alexander, okay, do the thing. Vertec, you all, everyone who watches information that I'm giving you, okay, this type of information, you will all be put on a list to where you're not going to be able to buy anything. And all the flat earthers and every truther should know already that whenever you're dealing with cryptocurrency, you are dealing in a complete digital prison, and you're building your prison. I know for a fact that I will not be able to buy anything or move or do anything or sell anything. I can't live in that type of society. Therefore, I will not scan a QR code, and I will not tolerate truthers or flat earthers promoting QR codes. They're absolute psychopaths. Always will be. You got to be psychopath, a complete psychopath if you're promoting your own death. And I don't mean in speaking out for the good of humanity, like what I'm doing. Stuff that could get you killed in a way. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you being an enemy and then helping the enemy spread the enemy's tactic, like FedCoin. Okay. The idea of cryptocurrency is bad because they will take it from us. You don't have control over it. You never will. You will not be able to even put like your logo up here, by the way. You're not going to be able to put your logo up there. It's going to have to be a picture of your face, you understand, with a check mark by it. And you're going to have to be validated, okay? You're going to have to sign in to use the internet pretty soon in all nations, okay? The World Economic Forum is already explaining this. That's why they just passed a law, or passing it, over in Australia, that the government there can remove all content that they want and charge the social media companies by tons of money, by the way, per offense. So if I was living over there and I did this stream, that's like $250,000 that Facebook would be charged, or YouTube. They would delete my channel. You understand? So it isn't about cryptocurrency in general. It is not real. You understand? It's not real. Let me say that again so everybody understands. It's not real. And it doesn't matter if it's decentralized. You're not going to be able to use it. I don't know why you guys want to hold on to this. Let it go. Let it go. Exactly. Vertec understands. And if the government decides that you can't use any unsanctioned, right, any decentralized crypto to buy crap, I'm going to tell you now, all of this is track and traceable. Okay? They're about to really turn up the power. So let me show you guys something. You guys ready for some psychopathy? You ready for some psychopathy? All right, let's switch topics. I'm going to show you guys some psychopathy. Here's my favorite guy. Listen to him.
Think you can't afford to have
Smoking the grass.
LASIK? Think again. We strive to make LASIK affordable for you so that you can see clearly without the costly...
My point is, apparently...
This is why. You guys ready? This is why the scientific method is very important, because pseudoscience priests, heliocentric priests, frauds, like this clown show here. I mean, doesn't he have a face that you just want to smack the piss out of? I mean, even if I didn't like the guy, like say I liked him, I still want to slap the piss out of him, like for fun. Be like, yo, bro, something's wrong with you. Let me fix it. You know what I mean? I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Anyway, I don't want to get bullying hit strikes. I'm just joking. I just want to grab squeeze his little cheeks. Squeeze those little cheeks, completely as soft as possible. Okay, wouldn't dare turn them bright red. But this is why. This is why. John, listen. I'm just joking. Okay, You guys know that I would never do such a thing. I have the utmost respect. Okay? So, pseudoscience priests, they don't follow the scientific method. He is the antithesis, meaning opposite, of Nathan Oakley. Now, let's listen to what he said. This is why.
Lee, the XXXY chromosomes are insufficient.
Whoa, chromosome.
Now, even this little clown here, even this clown realizes. What did I hear him say? He's a globetard, made fun of a lot of flat earthers and a lot of things a few years ago. All right. There does exist anonymous cryptocurrencies. I'm agnostic to whether they're good or not, but I'm open. Well, here's the thing. I don't use that. And millions and actually hundreds of millions, probably billions of people don't use that. Is it really fair that 10 or 10,000 people that do use that make it their way of life when the majority are not for that? And if the majority are tricked into doing something that's in their worst interest, that's a legitimate problem as well. You see what I'm saying? But I do understand what you mean. But promotion of any of this digital currency, right? Promotion of it is absolutely the destruction of you and me. Okay? Everything you're typing now will be under your address, your account, your history. All of it is track and traceable, even if you're on a VPN. All of it is. I was a computer information systems major in college. The whole point is nothing on the internet is anonymous like that. It's all a connection to other connections. That's what the network is a connection to other connections. Hey, Boris. You're not Boris Johnson, right? He does. He is a little weasel. Look at him. Takes his shirt off all the time. I heard that he takes, he says this on a video, by the way, that he does testosterone or takes testosterone. It's like, dude, don't take testosterone, you stupid.
Chromosomes are basically a conspiracy theory. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. Man of science, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now you might say, what?
You know what's funny about this little freak? He says that he shouts out freedom fighters. He hasn't shouted me out. I haven't heard him shout Eric Dubé out. I haven't heard him shout anyone out that's actually a freedom fighter. The only people I've seen him shout out was that little Starman rapper. Forgot his name. The 2 + 2 = 5 thing with him, the little star guy. And he shouted him out a lot. And then he also shouted out the inventor of the shot that everyone took. Shouted him out too. What's his name? Robert Mellon. I don't want to get hit. I'm still a little nervous to even talk about any of that thing that happened that didn't really happen a couple years ago. Yeah, Boris. Little bastard acting like he was jogging. Did you see him running into the building after he got out the car? Talking about he's some climate guy. Screw your climate, you bastard. Look, we do have a carbon problem. All of the elites, they need to line up. Oh, no, I'm just joking, you guys. We don't want Bill Gates up on a bridge anywhere where he could accidentally fall. We love him. He's a national treasure. Now, I'm just joking, YouTube.
I thought Fauci was the science. Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson is also science.
No, Neil deGrasse Tyson was interrupting Joe Rogan.
See Rogan get upset.
Yeah, but are those comparable? I mean, these are
wait, hold on. We want to rappel down.
I think the real problem too is I think it's
if you value mountain climbing.
That part was fun.
We don't care what you think, Joe Rogan. We don't care what you think. I told you. Eddie Bravo told you that. Clown. Eddie Bravo told you that. No. You sound like a troll. You sound like a troll, Alpha, okay? You sound like a troll because you're telling me something that I just debunked. I already showed you. I don't have to do this information for you. Do you understand? I don't owe you anything. Do you understand that? I don't have to tell you which experiment actually debunks your nonsense. You go do research and figure it out. I was being nice, showing you. Okay, particles are real. Photons That's what light is. You understand? And wave function collapse destroys that wave nonsense. Stop screwing with people's minds. And go tell Witsit that for me, please.
Let's take a look.
My point is, apparently, the XXXY chromosomes are insufficient. Because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay. I don't care what you are. If you want to talk here, the next comment that better come out of your mouth, okay, is I'm sorry, you are correct. Light is a particle. If you say anything other than that, I'm blocking you from chatting in here. Your choice. And I do electrical engineering. I still don't consider myself an engineer. Okay? The next word that I want to see is an apology, okay? And an affirmation. So this clown literally just said, okay? This clown literally just said that X, Y, and XX don't actually tell you. He said real science doesn't really tell you whether you're a boy or a girl. This is the problem with following these heliocentric priests. They're all liars and they're using fake science, right? All right, do the thing. Did you get to see the presentation earlier? Did you get to see the presentation earlier that I did in quantum mechanics? I just did it like 20 minutes ago. Were you in here then? This is the issue, is that a lot of people don't seem to understand that light is not a wave, okay? Light's not a wave. The double slit experiment in quantum mechanics, the quantum eraser experiment, is very, very clear about a lot of this stuff. I'm not understanding exactly why people are not looking this up. I want you all here. We're actually, oh, okay. All right. Well, check this out. All right. Actually, hold on. I'll get to that right after this.
We wake up in the morning and we can exaggerate anything we want, not just the gender that we want to say here. But that doesn't mean.
And this is also why science is very, very important. Okay. Very, very, very important. Science debunks all of this nonsense. Once you know the scientific method, I am of the complete faith that once you actually know just the scientific method, no one can out debate you. Okay, no one, because anyone who would debate you is directly going against science. You understand? Okay, evolution. Real quick, let me give you an example. Evolution. Is there a scientific experiment? Have you ever seen a monkey turn it into a human? Yes or no? Anyone in the chat? No. You know what that means? It ain't science. Your observed phenomena. I put it in my song with Eric Dubé. Okay. Step one of the method. Observe a natural phenomenon. Evolution debunk. Let's put an end to your insomnia. Darwin just made up stories. Freemasonry. Homo orgies. Okay. Yes. All right. Alpha. It was a pleasure, my friend. It looks like you do not pass go and you do not collect $200 because you're retarded. Because I'm actually showing you the science that goes against these heliocentric priests that actually propagate the Big Bang. Like this guy. Do you not see who's on screen right now? Well, you're a fool. So everyone in chat, these are what fools look like. Okay. Do your best to not be a fool. I know for most people in here, it just comes naturally. Exactly, Truth. Yeah. No, we can't say that, though. That's insensitive. You're going to offend someone. You know that this is an equal opportunity channel. Okay? I like equity. All right? As Bill Gates would say, it's, okay? All right. Sorry about that. Let's go.
Mean at a biological level, you don't have cancer. So my guess is he would be a hypocrite if you asked him a question like that.
Either the one you're assigned, the one you choose to be, whatever.
The one you're a man of science saying you exaggerate your gender, either the one you're assigned, no, they observe it. They don't assign it. They look, oh, I'm observing that.
No, it's not even just an observation. It's not even just an observation. See, this fool here is science illiterate as well, like most of the United States and most actually of every country. See, that's the problem. Boris said, Buddha clock. Facts. That's why I said I need a couple more moderators. Vertec, I want to make you a moderator. But yeah, I want to kick some of these. Whenever these people are in here, I like to give them enough chances. I don't censor people. Anybody can say what they want. It's just when it comes down to some of this stuff, I'm getting people on my channel here that are just saying I'm lying or wrong about something when clearly I'm not. All right. And I'm only saying that I'm not because I can scientifically prove it. I don't understand. What's the problem here? Are people just not going to accept scientific proof? When I say that I can completely debunk ether, I mean, you're free to believe in ether. If you want to believe that there's some kind of new replacement for space, that's fine. Do not say that that's what holds my reality together. Do not do that. Don't come in here making all these claims about what the reality of whatever is. We don't do that here. Okay. We don't do that here. You can believe in anything you want. Just like I tell all these little people like him, hey, so, you know, you wake up today and you feel like you want to be a boy and you're a girl. That's fine. However, when I see you, I'm going to call you a little girl if that's what you are, right? And you can identify anything you want to identify with. That's fine. I don't have to identify you as that, though, because now you're affecting my life. You're trying to make me affirm your insanity, which I do. But instead of helping you in the negative way, I help you in the good way, which is calling to have you locked up in a padded room and under psychiatric evaluation. Monitored. Yeah. Shout out to Eric Dubek. I see him on there. Shout out. Because I'm like that, bro. Here is the legend himself, by the way. Natural science and the scientific method. Quantum eraser. I do hope that I get a chance to talk to him one day. I know that his panel's been open for years and I've just messed around and just not really made myself present, but I have watched a lot of their stuff and studied tons of their stuff. And they have done some excellent work. See, a lot of people like to call this guy out as if he's doing something wrong. All of his links are all from colleges, universities, like on even inventors of this stuff himself. When he actually does his little fairy tale evolution, he actually goes directly to Karl Popper, okay? It actually shows, okay, these people debate PhDs on a regular. And then there's these little fake freaks that come into my chat pretending like they're at a PhD level of understanding anything, and they're not. They're fools. Just like the last one that I had to destroy a few minutes ago, right? Oh, light is a wave. That's why you're wrong. Amish? No. I am not wrong. And also, real quick, I don't want people thinking, oh, this dude's an arrogant prick. I'm really not. I'm like that against people who need this. See, it's the treatment. Okay. I'm only like that with people that are actually like trying to destroy things because there's no reason for it. We're trying to get ahead here and we need to work together and get ahead. And we can't have people in here dividing. Okay. Now we got flat earthers, we got convex earthers, we got concave earthers, and now we actually got upward rising earthers. I mean, why don't we just quit then? I'd rather be a glober. If this is how it's going to be, if Whitson and the rest of these other people are just going to make up stuff, why don't we just stop? Why don't we let it go? Okay. Why don't we let Neil deGrasse Tyson tell us what gender we are? I mean, come on. Right? I mean, am I wrong? Quantum mechanics right here. Do the thing. This is what you were talking about, correct?
There's a good.
This is I try to make as many good points as I can. This is quantum mechanics, double slit, and a quantum eraser explain. You all understand? This is what you all need to watch. It's very, very important. Exactly, Scribbles. Exactly. And also, it's not in your MR. And oh, I almost said that, didn't I? Your messenger ribo nucleic acid. You got to say that now in order to not get banned. YouTube's like, oh, what the hell was that? Did he say messenger? What did he say? What context was that in? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, we're just checking, you know. Rising Earther. Boris's hair though, bro. Like that dude is a clown and a half. They got to stop with this. They got to stop with this. Brush your hair, bro. He's always looking like he just got off the ocean. Like, you know, he doesn't work out. You know, he's not outside. You know, he just got done eating like 5 bags of chips. Okay. Why does his hair look like he has been surfing? God, what a clown. Anyway, this is the quantum eraser and the quantum mechanics double slit experiment. Very
notarized or something.
We're not going to go through this because I don't have enough time. I've been on almost for an hour now. I think for like an hour. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing. However, this is what you guys have to do. Look at this independent variable. Okay, independent variable is your presumed calls. You guys know this. Okay, all of these are constituent parts to the scientific method and an experiment. Do the thing says. I heard someone said that an ether particle that is faster than light was cause for the double slit. What's ether? We're trying to figure out what ether is. So basically, I'm gonna give you the rundown on this real quick. Okay, this is it. Look, this is the double slit experiment. When you shine these photons through 2 slits in a wall, this is a real experiment. I've done this in person. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, don't look it up on YouTube because they are saying it wrong. Okay, they say it's because of observation. No, it's not. I was looking at it the whole time. It's being observed and it's showing you this. So it's not observation that causes it to go back to these. So do the thing. The reason it's a particle. Okay, but you need to understand how this experiment works. Okay, so please watch that. Okay, please. It's very informative. It's amazing. All right, it will change your life knowing that it's real. Okay, shining a light through these slits will give you this pattern on the wall. You see it? Diffraction pattern. Understand? It's completely crazy. Okay, it's completely crazy. When you know which path that the light photon actually takes, whether it went through the left or whether it went through the right, okay? When you know which path it takes, this is what happens. Knowledge of which path will change and cause this to wave function. Wave, your light wave that looks like a wave. It's called wave function collapse. When you throw a rock out onto a lake, okay? When you throw a rock out onto a lake and you see the wave go across the water, it is impossible for that wave in the water to just completely collapse. It will never, just imagine throwing a rock into a lake and all of a sudden the ripples stop. That would make water a particle. Wave function collapse is why light is a particle or part of it. Okay? The double slit experiment and the quantum eraser experiment, that is the reason as well that quantum eraser has said that is why, okay, his channel is called quantum eraser. Yes, bro, I lock onto a rake. Stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. I am sensitive. I don't like my feelings being hurt. What's up, Duke Nukem? I haven't seen you in a while, dude. It is interesting. It's extremely interesting. It's crazy how light actually will do that. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, light actually does change according to your knowledge. Okay. Similar to, for instance, if me and you were to ride in a car somewhere and we seen an island and we're the only 2 people that have knowledge of that island out there. Okay. We see it from the shore and then we blow up in our car because the government destroys. I mean, we run off a cliff somehow like Hillary Clinton, you know. The knowledge of that dies with us. That island technically doesn't have to actually be there. Okay. Only knowledge of which path, information, it has a direct influence on reality. You understand? This is a real phenomenon, but don't get carried away with it. Okay. Don't get carried away with it, because there is a higher knowledge as well. But it's a little bit more to it. But this behaves according to you. You don't know which path the light particle takes. So what does it give you? It gives you this crazy pattern, because that's what you think. You don't know which path it takes. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? All of this information is absolutely stunning. That's why this stuff has been hidden so bad. That's why flat earthers are up here attacking Quantum Eraser and Nathan Oakley, because all they're doing is destroying who? Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these people that are all lying, right? Okay. And do the thing says, is it possible that it's just a ray that's instant? No. He goes into rays and things like that. No, but no. Remember that there's a lot of scientists in this field that's been studying this stuff for years. Okay. I don't know how old you are, but they've been studying this for a very long time. Some of them are really reputable sources and people who really helped quantum mechanics actually grow. Okay. And these people have put out more documentation on quantum mechanics than any living human currently today. Okay. So you got to remember that a lot of this stuff has already been debunked. Are you saying that you're not understanding a particle? A light is a photon. Okay. What we're trying to say is, if you throw a handful of marbles, okay, at a person, is it going to do the same thing as a bucket of water on a person? Yes or no? No. A handful of marbles, photons, will not do the same thing as a bucket filled with water. It doesn't behave the same. And it's not just the fact that it's solids or liquids or any of that. It's the difference between particles and waves. There's no wave-like particles and no particle-like waves. It's either a particle or a wave. So here's the big kicker, whether you like it or you don't like it. This is what happens. Why would this look like a wave and then all of a sudden show you that it's really a particle? You can't say that it's a wavicle. It's not a wavicle. We can't look, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I don't know why a lot of people want to hold on to this. Let it go. It will change your life. Okay? Let the ball go. All right? Oh, 100%. 100%. It's all particles. And yes, it is intelligent. That's what the quantum eraser experiment. So do the thing. If you really, really, really want to know what's so amazing about this, I want you to actually look at this. Look at this. Okay. It's not just this part that's amazing. It's the intelligence of it. The quantum eraser experiment. That will trip your mind. Okay. It shows. Oh, no. If you want to know that, I want you to look at that video. Because that's a whole new level of amazing. Okay. It's a whole new level of amazing. All right. So let's see real quick. I want to get back real quick to see if this clown show says anything else. Dude says, is water H2O? What do you mean? What's the issue? What are you not understanding? Do the thing. Are you like one of Witset's guys? Is that it? Has Witset brainwashed you? Are you unable to just let it go? Does there have to be an ether? Does Earth have to be rising up in order for things to make sense for you? What are you trying to say? Because I'm not understanding. You're talking about a liquid, and you're talking about a what are you talking about? Is water H2O a liquid? Hydrogen, oxygen? Hey, is that a rhetorical question? What are you asking me that for? I'm truly intrigued. So listen, okay? I'm gonna offer you an ultimatum as well, just like I offered the other two guys. Okay, first guy I was on here who I destroyed in my comments. Okay, I'll offer you a similar one. If you feel No, there's just no proof of water being H2O according to Peter and Pete. They are on YouTube. I don't know who that is. I'm not getting, see, you're getting into the weeds. There's no point in getting into the weeds. They're not scientific like me. They're not. Because whether water is considered H2O or not, water is water, right? You know what water is. Water is real. Water you have to drink. You've probably had water today, or you've had it in the past 3 days. Otherwise, you'd be very sick now, right? Right? So it doesn't really matter if water actually is hydrogen and oxygen, regardless of what water consists of. Why are we going so deep into the weeds of what hydrogen actually, and then when you put it into a vacuum and you suck the power out of it and suck the molecules and blah, blah, blah. Why? We don't do that. We don't do that. So what's your point? Do you have a point? I'm trying to understand you. Do you have a point? Because I don't want you wasting everyone's time here with nonsense. You notice that no one else is asking these weird questions except you, right? So what's your point? I'm just trying to get to the point of what you're saying. Okay. Because okay, you said if you ask me that about water, why are you asking me? That's a false equivalence fallacy. Here, let me put it on screen for everyone to show. Yep, water is intelligent. Exactly, Scribbles. You see what I mean, Scribbles? This is what I'm talking about what's happening with people. If you ask me that about water, why are you going into the weeds about light then? Because all of the flat earthers believe in fake ether because they all base it on light. Light is light. Ether's ether. Ether isn't light. Stop saying that the same thing is something different. Oh, we have a density gradient, therefore Earth is rising up. No, okay? No. I'm going into the weeds about light because you all are you're helping to ruin my life. Do you understand that? Everyone's saying that light is a wave. You're all screwing up everything. You're screwing everything up because you're so unintelligent when it comes to science that everything is based on you believing that light is a wave. Now that you believe that, everything that you say to me after that is according to what you say it is, which is a wave. So I would be wrong every time because of what you're doing. No, all of this relates to science. Did I not just show you the quantum eraser experiment? Did I not explain this to you? You brought up the water thing because it relates to science. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Water's a wave. What's your point? All right, listen. I've already destroyed it. Okay. If you're going to come on here and disrupt the lives and stop everybody who, quite frankly, I'm talking about water has wave. Water reacts as a wave. You understand? And yes, water itself, a body of water, is waves. You understand? An ocean is waves. Light is not. Okay? Do you understand that? No. I want you first before you share, before you share anything, you need to go right here and actually learn about what's going on because you're comparing water to light. That's false equivalence. Water is not part of this. It doesn't matter what water is, whether it's particles or waves. It doesn't really matter. And don't get the word particle mixed up with molecule. You understand? That's another problem because that's actually what's happening with people. You see what I mean? You're asking me, is water H2O? What does that mean? I don't know what that even means. Water is attributed to H2O. Yeah, when you actually go into any chemistry class, anywhere, any book, that apparently is what water's made up of, right? Yeah, and as Scribble says, light is not water. I don't get it. How about we not compare apples and fire trucks? Yeah, I'm not going to say oranges because they're both fruit. See, water and light have nothing to do with each other. Okay? The light can react with water. That's called certain types of refraction, which I'm not going to get into because you're not scientifically literate. So there's no point in me talking about something that you haven't had a grasp on yet. You're probably still going along with the same thing as light being waves when it's not. Okay? It's not. We have wave function collapse. Waves do not collapse. Yeah, I understand that. I do understand that. I'm just saying it's I don't really understand what H2O has to do with anything. I'm not a science guy, okay? I only focus on the legit science. What is science? Let's go over it one last time. Study of the physical and natural world through observation and experimentation, following the scientific method. Step one of that method is observe a natural phenomenon. You make your hypothesis on what you think the cause of something is. You identify your variables, understand? Dependent, independent, control. You also make your null hypothesis, by the way. All right. And then you conduct your experiment and you vary your independent variable to prove that that is what is causing the effect. You shake it, rotate it, take it out, put it in, and you prove that that is causing the effect. When you have that proof, you conduct your experiment, it's over, and then you make your statement that it's true. You prove your hypothesis. Or if it doesn't work, you've proven your null hypothesis, meaning it didn't do it. So if you say, I predict an ice cube, or I think fire or an ice cube causes water to boil. You understand? All right. So you said, so you bring up something interesting about light that is not mainstream. I share something about water that is also not mainstream. I've heard of that. Yes. I've heard. That's why I was asking you where you were going. I've heard that things aren't exactly the way that they say they are, as far as protons, neutrons, and electrons. I've heard all of that stuff, but it's too deep. And when you go that deep to the point where protons and neutrons and electrons don't even exist, there is absolutely no point in even going that deep. See what I'm saying? There's no point. There's no point. It's too much. No, you're not. You're not. I talk with people who subscribe. I'm enjoying talking to you right now, as long as you're listening. Okay. I'm not going to sit up here and show you this experiment and then you just say, no, you're wrong. Shut up. Like that's a problem. But I'm actually enjoying talking to you. And everybody who's been here on a while knows I do this. Vertex, Scribbles, everybody. So I come on here to chat with people. Okay. But yeah, I've heard that water isn't necessarily H2O. You know, I've heard that everything that they say isn't, so I've heard protons aren't exactly what they say they are and all this other stuff. Okay. Look, this is also the wave-like particle non-duality. Okay. This is also important. This brings up your water situation, by the way. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a super expert into all of these things. I know I've watched this a lot and I've studied this a lot. And I might have missed a couple things. However, I do know enough to keep this conversation on the level that the conversation's in. I'm not here to tell you exactly what substance that water's made out of and what substance that Harry Potter's wand is made out of in the book versus the movie. Right? Because then we're in imagination land and it's kind of crazy. Vertex says, water experiments by Dr. Emoto. Interesting. Dr. Emoto. I kind of want to look that up. I want to know what that is.
Here it is. And so now so now just to tie a bow on this.
This is going to be a great bow. Just buckle your science seatbelt.
I say to you, somewhere I read.
No, this is factual.
Somewhere
this
I
is
read.
A great scientific resource.
Bro.
Somewhere I read.
Somewhere I think I read.
And it gets even.
Somewhere I think I read. Like somewhere I read. I think I read 100%. So that's science. Even this clown show here knows this, okay? And this is JP, 2.5 million subscribers.
And more valid. I think I read it.
That the United States was a land where we have the pursuit of happiness. Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup.
Dude, I feel like I'm 8 feet tall. So Let's validate that. Am I 8 feet tall? I feel 8 feet tall, Neil. Please tell me I'm 8 feet tall. I am great.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This dude. Anyway, this is a national security. A national security. Sorry, I'm doing something. This is a national security breach right here, because if somebody is a female and they're saying that they're male and they rob somebody and they call the cops, right? What are you going to report? That a female did it? And are they going to look for a female? You can't hide your identity. You can't completely do this. And this is what's happening right now around us. Meanwhile, we have people debating whether or not Earth is rising up. So you see what kind of crap pool that we're in right now, right? It's very serious. We're in the thick. Joe said, do the thing. Says, I have empirically proven that how we feel, speak, affects things around us. I did the rice experiment. Okay. Wait, not proven? You have empirically not proven? Oh, evidence. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I actually think that too. I haven't done the experiment, and the thing is that yeah, if that is a natural phenomenon, you would have to observe it, right? You observe how, speaking, nice towards something and seeing if that happens, and have other people, if that's a naturally occurring thing with how we do. And then you conduct your experiment with it, where, positivity directed toward it could be the independent variable, the calls, right? So then you bring negativity into it and then see how it works. Okay. See, I have no issue with that. I have no problem with that. If you want to conduct your own experiment, I'm not here telling you that you're wrong. You don't even have to say that you empirically proven anything. If that's your experiment that you want to try, you have a right to do that. And also, if it's within the realms, if that's a naturally occurring phenomenon that actually happens, if it's within the realm of science, I'm all for it. And what I need you to do, and everyone else who watches this video, when you have an invalid hypothesis, like Dell and other people, you need to listen to Nathan Oakley and them when they say, hey, this is a begging the question fallacy. Hey, this is affirming a consequent fallacy, formological fallacy. Hey, this is a whatever fallacy. This doesn't make sense. This is an invalid hypothesis. You can't test it. It won't work. We can't do it. It's not physically possible. You can't just say, oh, yeah, it is, because it's not. You can't be up here climbing a skyscraper saying that you're going to jump from the top saying that you can fly. We're trying to tell you that you will die when you jump off. And it feels like people are up here like, oh, shut up, Nathan. Oh, my God. You're a scammer. It's like, bro, no, we're not. We're not trying to do that. Nobody's trying to do that. We're trying to just tell you that what you're saying is completely invalid. Not that you're stupid. This is high scientific crap. I'm not saying I get everything right 100% of the time. I'm just saying I know about specific topics that always get brought up. And that has to do with light, quantum mechanics, ether, okay, refraction. That's not. Cook some rice, put them in 3 containers. Speak to one of the rice, a positive, negative. Yeah, something like that might work. It might work. I would have to go through it with you, but I don't want to do that on live or anything. Water cannot be compressed. I think water can be compressed. Sure, it can. There are machines that use water to compress things. Hydraulics would be a thing. Wouldn't be a thing if you couldn't compress water. I don't know what that has to do with anything. All right.
Thank you I am definitely 8 feet tall. I feel that way.
I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt.
This guy, I'm guessing.
No. You don't put on a muscle shirt, you bastard. You're banned from doing that. No one wants to see that. I don't even like his face up here. Mr. Xavier, welcome. Mr. Xavier says, the problem with the rice experiment is what if you aggressively speak positively to one set, but speak negatively to another set, but in a positive tone. Yeah, too many variables we can't isolate for. Yes. Mr. Xavier sounds like he knows a little bit about science. I like that. Thank you, sir. I'm saying that a little bit as a, I think you know a lot about it. That's very astute. I think what we have with a lot of people is misplaced concretedness. Okay. Real thing. But yeah, that is the issue with that's a good issue. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not going to go. Mr. Xavier pointed it out right here. I'm not going to go through that because I haven't sat back and actually tried to look at that. But like I said, when you really, that's why I tell people like Dell and the rest of them, when you formulate your hypothesis and you're ready to go do this, you better be thoroughly thinking it out. Think of all the variables and make sure that this is something that can be carried out in a scientific way. See, when you do this, this destroys these people like Neil deGrasse Tyson. It destroys them, okay? Because there's nothing they can say. Yes. We understand that do the thing, but that's not what Xavier's saying. I believe he's saying that you might think that that's the cause of it, but it might not be the cause. It's one of those things. It's not as blatant, but I've heard people on Nathan Oakley's show say time was what caused the turkey to get cooked in the oven. It wasn't the heat, because it was the heat over time. Time is not cannot be an independent variable. Time cannot be the cause of anything, because time is nothing but a regular unit of measure. It has nothing to do with something you're able to grab. So if I ask you, show me a box of time and give me time in my hand, you can't give me time. See what I'm saying? So it can't be your cause. You can't manipulate it. That's the problem with this right here, traveling through space-time. It's all theoretical, fake conceptual mediums, space-time, the fabric of the universe. That's not a real fabric that you can't touch. It's not real, right? It's not real. Okay. So what he's saying is you can speak in different tones. Like you can speak positive to something, positive words in an angry tone. You see what I mean? There's a lot of things. However, you could be right where, the way that you do it, it might have something to do with it, but it may not be what you're speaking. It may actually be it might be the tone that you're using. Okay. Trust me, dude, this science stuff, that's why it's best to just not make any claims. You know what I mean? Music Realm, what up, says imagination required. Batteries sold separately. All right. Yeah, because we want to make sure that our calls is our calls, okay? It might have just been you speaking in the tone of your voice. It may not have been the words. You could be speaking to the rice. Hey, do the thing. You might speak to the rice the way I would speak to Neil deGrasse Tyson. That way I wouldn't get arrested. I'd be like, hey, Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, you ugly bastard, you piece of... to drag you out back. Yeah, I'll drag you out back real good by your short hairs. Huh? Yeah. Me and you, we could have some fun. Out back, And really, we won't have any fun. There's no fun there. There's no fun. Not for him. Wouldn't be any fun. Anyway, I did want to show you guys this. That is him saying that the XX and the XY chromosome is not science. Even a science illiterate idiot like JP Sears can see that this is not scientific at all. He even catches this, and this dude's an idiot. Okay. Like he makes jokes for fun. I mean, for a living. He's a jokester. He's a Owen Benjamin guy. So here's the thing. I just want to bring my point in bringing that up is the psychology behind disinformation agents. I do think that there's a lot of people like Whitsitt and a lot of other people in here that are disinformation agents, and they're not agents because they work for the government, and he might not be backed by anything, but he is an agent because he is purposely putting in a lot of things that is completely destroying us. And it could be because his psychology of this science thing, like I said, he's skipped things and he's missed things. Right. So he's been studying, how do electrostatics work? And let me go into this and this and this and this and this, when all that's not necessary. You know how you can debunk the greatest fake pseudoscience minds in the world? You know how you debunk Neil deGrasse Tyson with real science? Say, where's your experiment for space? Where's your experiment showing that you violated second law of thermodynamics? Where's your experiments to show the evidence to the distance of the sun? What did you do? How do you know exactly how far these planets that you call planets are in a fake medium of space, which cannot exist because it's a second law of thermodynamics violation? See, you don't need to know anything about electrostatics. You don't need to know anything about protons or electrons. You don't need any of it. You ask these so-called scientific priests where their scientific experiments are, and guess what they're going to tell you? It is Photoshop, because it has to be. Why people are hating on Nathan and them to this day, I don't know. The only excuse I could come up with is that you love the globe and you love us being destroyed. You love our children being brainwashed and mind raped. You love it. Because anyone who hates it would never, ever go against people who are destroying all of this stuff. Oh, Newton's laws have been debunked by Nathan Oakley and Quantum Eraser and them. They've already debunked them and proved that none of that works. And you know what's good about the vacuum part is, do we experience a vacuum in nature? No. Therefore, it doesn't matter what people do in a vacuum. I've seen people on YouTube actually put water into a vacuum, okay? Release whatever with the pressure so hard, right? Create the vacuum, increase the pressure, that the water started to boil, and then the water froze. Here's my question, though. I said heat causes water to boil, because it does. Show me in nature where there's a vacuum, natural vacuum, that's causing water to boil or freeze. Show it to me. You can't, because either heat causes water to boil, right, at a certain 212 degrees Fahrenheit, certain elevation. That's it. You can artificially do what you want, but it's outside the realm of science. See what I'm saying? Vertex said the apple actually landed on Newton's head. He never recovered. Like I said, you know what I mean? I don't want to get hit with hate speech. I just wish it was a bowling ball. We wouldn't be dealing with this right now. If it was a bowling ball, what, did they not have sports back then? God, why couldn't it have been something, you know? Reminds me of that. What movie was that? Tropic Thunder. You know, Tom Cruise is up there. He's like, punch that guy really hard in the face. John. All right, so check this. I think I got one more thing. So these people are talking some wild, crazy crap. You guys heard about this? 12 years ago. Am I not gonna be able to find it now, dude? Come on. All right, I'm not even gonna go through it. Anyway, because I was supposed to actually do this before I started, but anyway, apparently they've been doing this. Anthrax. So apparently there's like anthrax and crap now with the food supplies. So they hate cows because cows are killing us and farting and doing all this crap. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys seen the interview I did with Eric Dubay. Did you see his face when I said that the cows are killing us? Anthrax vaccination. So yeah, apparently 4 years ago they already were doing this, right? So what's the issue? Why are they saying that the cows have anthrax now? That doesn't make any sense. They should be immunized from this. What's going on? You guys see it right here. Well, we're screwed. Anyway, that is a major attack on our food system. And I feel like every flat earther and every truther needs to think about how to place their priorities down, because we are like a little bit too screwed up right now by the government and by everyone else to be arguing about whether light is a wave or any of that and making up theories based on it when it's already been debunked, and whether or not Earth is rising up, because it's been debunked. And Martin Lika and the rest of them actually talking about Tartaria. We don't have time. We don't have time. You know, I seen, by the way, this is a side note, but this guy here, this is Mud Fossil University. This dude started arguing with all of us so-called flat earthers. Actually, hey, how about I troll him right now? Like he does us. Here we go. Check this. Earth is flat and it has been proven. You joke of a research.
Can a device smaller than a lunchbox really blast
How's that?
enough cold, fresh
Oh, I say
air
that.
to keep
I'm
your
not trying to
home
be
cool
mean.
this summer?
I'm trying to get his attention. And the reason why is because he's arguing, saying that the flat earth, I'm not going to show you the clip because this happened a while ago, but I do want to show this. This is a clown show. Mud Fossil University talking about hundreds of thousands of years on this earth, which most people don't even know what happened in World War II. So answer me a quick question. If you can't even remember 80 years ago, what makes you think you're going to remember 180,000? That number is so massive that it's impossible. Automatically looking at rocks and then saying that rocks were actually giants and all this other nonsense, that gives people more and more imagination. If you want to hold your own belief, that's perfectly fine. But going around here actually spreading this nonsense so that now every time people see a mountain somewhere, they think it's a giant. Now every time that they see a hill somewhere, they think that it's some little giant's baby. And they think that everybody got petrified instantly, which goes with some kind of cataclysmic event. If you're worried about a massive cataclysmic event like Archaics, you're not going to live through it anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not here nor there, whether it's real or fake. Why are you wasting your time on it? Just like this dude. An ultra thin layer deep in the earth, right, proves giant mud fossil claims. What? You know what this is called? Who knows what fallacy this is called? Anybody know? I know, don't I? I know. Anybody know? You know, don't you? What is it? Affirming the consequent, right? Yeah. Archaics is 100% a psychopath. All he does is talk about stuff on Wikipedia. That's it. And he talks about a whole bunch of things that screw people up. All you guys have to know, right, is the government has been doing stuff for years and years to all of us. We're not allowed to go to Antarctica. We've discovered the truth about Earth, and they've hijacked academia completely, and that includes everything from medical to everything else. So what's the point? Historical, medical, all academia. So all you have to do is just know that, and you can never be fooled again. Someone says that you need to lower your carbon footprint. What are you going to do, right? You know what you're going to do, okay? They say you'll be dead in 20 years. You know that ain't true, okay? Everything they say, you do the opposite, okay? Look at this. Households hearing on UFOs. Understand this very easily. You know what that means? That means that regardless of if you've seen a UFO in your life or whether you have video, what are you going to hear me say about UFOs? UFOs are fake. Aliens are fake. And I can prove that scientifically, for that matter, that it's impossible that aliens can come from outer space or any of this nonsense. And any alien that they show me is a creation of the authority, period. Whether you like it, don't like it. I don't follow any of this. Because if you do, you give them the ability then. When we allow the fake flat earthers to take ether, right? When we give them ether, you know what that means? Now that we've given them ether, that replaced space. Now they got space. Now Earth ain't spinning anymore, blah, blah, blah. So now we got Earth rising. There has to be a movement to Earth. Just has to be, right? You guys know how wrong Dell is? Dell says that stationary is a claim. Stationary is not a claim. Answer me a quick question. When you guys look at me, what do you see? A man or a woman? You see a male. So is that a claim? No, it's not. That's an observation. That's how stupid that he is at times when it comes to science debate. Dale is not a debate individual, and he's not able to come across as a debate individual. So people have to understand this. I'm not saying that he's stupid. I'm saying that he doesn't understand what he's even saying when it comes to the debate. Stationary is not a claim. It is what we observe. The Earth is stationary, and we observe it as not moving. They're the ones saying that it is. Therefore, your burden of proof, you prove that the Earth is moving, which is impossible. Okay? Exactly. Mr. Xavier gets it. This little blue beam operation and this nonsense, I'm not going to ever let it touch me whatsoever. Aliens are fake. UFOs are fake. I'm done with all of it. And we're not going to have it. We're not going to tolerate it. We're not going to tolerate it. You've seen what happened with germ theory, right? Huh? Masks everywhere, everybody running from you and stuff when you go and hug them, leaning back and running and crap. I almost slapped the piss out of somebody doing that to me. Okay. But literally, nobody's talking about this. The government is talking about aliens and UFOs, and nobody's talking about this. What world are we in? Honestly. All right. Was there anything I wanted to talk about? I think there was one more thing that I did want to mention besides the Illinois. Let me see if I can find it live on here with you guys. Okay. I will try. Apparently, Illinois, right here in Chicago, non-U.S. citizens may soon be able to become police officers. Let me say that again. Non-U.S. citizens may soon be able to become police officers, kicking the teeth in of U.S. citizens. Not my teeth, because I think we all know what'll happen when they come up here, right? But non-U.S. citizens are allowed to become police officers policing U.S. citizens. These are the things going under the radar that people aren't aware of. Meanwhile, they're up here talking about whether Earth is rising. Just what we need. Why don't we bombard Tucker Carlson and tell him that Earth is flat, it's concave, it's convex, and it's rising? Like, watch him actually call the insane asylum to arrest you, right? Hey, Chillster. What up, what up? So anyway, these are the types of things that I really want to do shows on and show people how they're doing all this stuff. It doesn't matter how bad any of the gun violence is up here at, in Chicago, you know what I mean? And the new governor and all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. If they allow this here, they're going to allow this in your areas. This is going to be the thing. The way that you brutalize people is you get people who are not from your area or country, right? And then you brutalize the crap out of them. You see what I'm saying? They bring foreign troops here in order to brutalize you, me, our kids, our family. This is called treason. This is called treason. And the question is, are we going to sit back and allow it? Yes, Chilster, you were super late. We went over some quantum mechanics. I had a couple trolls in here. I had to destroy some people. You definitely have to do a rewatch on the show, dude. And leave me some comments. Don't leave me any claims, please. I did have to get on a guy earlier. Just comments and observations. This dude literally was claiming some stuff, and I had to kind of embarrass him because of his nonsensical claims that have been proven by science and the scientific method. Quantum mechanics, the double slit and a quantum eraser experiment. Very important. Yes, indeed, Scribbles. This is exactly it. So currently, if you ask me, we're on the brink of war here. And it's really sad that the people who we're going to have to fight against are going to be the regular people that should be on our side and understand certain things. I find it strange. I find it very, very strange. You know what I mean? Mr. Xavier says, first, destabilize countries. Second, let illegals with a grudge be officers. Third, let Soros-backed lawyers and judges get them off the hook when they bring boot to face of civilians. That's exactly it. And that's exactly what we've seen with Black Lives Matter as well. Right? And that's exactly it. Tearing down businesses and doing all this insanity. And none of that should have ever even taken place. But when you have idiots and you have willful idiots, that's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. They're going to keep reusing the same stuff over and over. They're going to keep tearing down statues. They're going to tear down statues. They're going to destroy and erase history. Right. They're going to make more laws that take power away from the citizens and give it to others. Right. Same exact. 2 hours from Chinatown. Just about right. You better brush up on your Chinese. How do you say hello in Chinese? Ni hao. Ni hao. Scribbles. Ni hao ma. I'm just practicing, bro. I'm practicing because apparently we're just going to roll over and let this happen. So, like I said, big business right now. And this is copyright written already. I want you all to know that. This is my business. This is mine. All right. Face pillows. Like I said, face pillows. I'm going to start making them. I'll sell it to all my subscribers. I'll sell it to you all 50% off. Face pillows. So that whenever the communist government puts their foot down on your face, you can have some comfort. You all think I'm joking about that. I'm literally going to open up a patent on that. Face pillows. Choster says, me what you long time. Resist your humane urge for freedom. Was that what he said? During the fake thing that never happened, that never happened. They said, resist your human urge for freedom. It was amazing. Sorry about the interruption, folks. All right, let's see. Am I all done here? So yeah. Tucker Carlson and
But the point is, when something is clearly or very likely untrue, it poses no threat.
So what he's saying about that is straight flat earth. It must be likely untrue. So it doesn't pose the threat. So we've never gotten censored. Actually, it poses the biggest threat. Poses one of the biggest threats. Because once everybody realizes that they can't go to Antarctica properly and what could actually be there, right? Because that has to be a worldwide movement, which is why I like Eric Dubay so much, because he puts these books in different languages out and reaches a lot of people. Okay. Hey, Music Realm. Bedtime mate, see you at David's. Thank you, Amish. All right. Hey, I do want to see if I can get over at David's, by the way. I got to see if I can get over there. I don't know what time he goes on, but I have to get over there. I don't know what time he gets on. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. Hopefully I'm not working. I want to go over there. But anyway, last thing, just as a conclusion for everybody, I want to thank everybody for listening and joining. This is a double slit experiment. You understand? This proves that light is a particle, not a wave. Understand? Also on top of that, 9:30, 10. Okay. I think I'm working. I do engineering around that time. I don't know if I be able to catch that. Anyway, we got to stop making weird claims and stuff like that, okay? Light is a particle, not a wave. Witsit is a clown if he thinks that light is a wave, and he needs to let all of that go. Anybody who hasn't caught that, make sure that you see if you can watch the stream again. Leave me a comment. I will reply to all your comments. I will see them and everything. If you want to email me, it's Amish Space Station, Proton. And anybody that wants to chat with me, if you got any questions, you're bored and want to talk, just hit me up. I'm actually working on because there's a couple people I want to have on, so I'm working on calling them and stuff. Vertec Thursday and Saturday, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. in the UK. Oh, that's why I don't see him. If he's 10 a.m. in the UK, that would mean it's 4 o'clock in the morning a.m. here. However, Saturday I might be able to make that work. I do want to see if I can catch him and have a chat. So yeah, David Banners, 10 a.m. Thursday, Saturday, GMT. Shout out. No, Mr. Xavier. I actually, by the way, since everybody's on here, shameless plug. I just I got a TikTok account. I don't have a phone with TikTok on it. I don't use it, but I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of truth drops on there. If you guys are interested, and there'll be 30-second truth drops and stuff like that. It'll be pretty cool. Hopefully, I can get that going. I don't have Twitter, but my links. I'm mainly here, but I do have Odyssey and BitChute as well, and that you can reach me on. But my links are right in the. I'll actually put my links in the description right after this. And but yeah, you can follow me on there if you have the same name, or if you change your name, just let me know, Mr. Xavier. I'll remember you 100%. But just to conclude, everybody, this is wave function collapse, and light is a particle. It's not a wave. Anybody who bases their stuff on it being a wave is giving you a really, really bad information and a head rush. Okay, so hit them with the scientific method and make sure that you hold them there and don't ever let them leave. You know what I mean? Don't ever let them leave. Thank you all for chatting. Thank you, Boris, Xavier, and Chill, Scribbles, everybody. Vertec, Music Realm, everybody else, even the trolls that were in here. Appreciate everybody's time. And everybody have a good evening, morning, wherever you are. And I'll see if I can come back on again this week. Same time. Maybe half hour earlier than I did today. All right. I'll see you guys. Thank you.